Hey, what's everyone? So today I'm just going to be doing kind of a small little news video on some pictures for the Wave 4 Kingdom line. So we're just going to be looking at two, Shadow Panther and Waspinator, and let's get right into it. So here we have some packaging, pictures and a few pictures of the figures in the packaging of these two figures. So first we have, of course, Shadow Panther on the back. He transforms into 20 steps. He comes with this typical little scythe. Love his head sculpt. His head sculpt looks really, really cool, very menacing. Um, of course, if you don't already know, the original Beast Wars toys all had those. They actually recently recreated some of them in the Walmart reissue line, and Megatron and Optimus Primal had them. I'm not too sure about the other ones, but I know those two had them because a friend of mine had them. So yeah. But here they are. Here he is, and he looks pretty cool. Really good head sculpt. The only thing I'm really worried about is the clearance for his head, because if you don't know, I have two Cheetors, because one of them, when I first got it, I was like, this is really cool. But when I went to transform it, things went wrong. Because I'm assuming this figure has the same, it's pretty much the same mold, just the head and color-wise, but there's a little color piece. I'm assuming it's there. You can't see it. I wish I could show you. But there's a little color piece behind the head. That's how Cheetor's mold was. And you rotate it, of course, in the transformation. And then you bring the animal head over. Well, there's just not enough clearance, because when I did that with my previous Cheetor, it cracked or chipped that little color piece, and now there's a little nick or a little chip. Um, I would say it's a medium-sized chip. In the figure, you can't really tell in the robot mode, but you can tell quite a bit in the beast mode. But you can, in the robot mode, you can tell there is some paint scratching there, like there is some kind of wear there. But I did get another one because I did not have any cheater before that, and I wanted my, one time to get a cheater, in a long time, to be a good one. So I'm hoping they fix this problem. The thing is, do have some confidence that I'm being optimistic that I think they fixed it, because this is a different head sculpt from Cheetor's. I think it's slightly similar, but I think it might be a little bit more flat and less sticking out like Cheetor's. Also, the ears seem shorter than Cheetor's, so I'm hoping that when you do the transformation sequence, it does not break or crack or anything. If it does, you know what I'll have to do. I probably will just replace it, because I really want it to be in mint condition. But this is a deluxe, which is kind of odd. I'm very it's odd that it's a mainline. Deluxe, that makes sense, but it is odd that it's a mainline and not a selects, because it's a repaint, slight remold, just the head, and that's it. I'm surprised. I think maybe the animal face is pretty much the same, just the eye color, of course, and I don't think there's any sculpting changes. I could know better if I had them side by side in my hand, but yeah. Which that is very odd. It's not selects, but I guess it doesn't matter for me because I'm gonna get it either way. But here it is in the packaging with the really cool panther on the front, same as Cheetor's. How his position is, of course, just the different animal color and everything, but the pose of the animal is the exact same. Um, it doesn't show the thigh, which, I'm being honest, if I was able to find these two figures, I would first, of course, take some amazing pictures and post them on my social media, and that'd be really cool. Also, I would just, do an amazing unboxing video, and then I would, of course, take a look at them and post them around and do a ton of really cool stuff. So I don't know why every time we find someone who's, posted some pictures of new figures or figures that are really early on social media, they never do good pictures. If I did find something super early, I would post amazing pictures, so that is unfortunate, but we did get a pretty good picture of the back of the box. And, we did get to see the Panther, but that's nothing crazy. I'm assuming probably, I can't tell, all we can see is his leg and his shoulder piece there. Since the Panther is in the same, form as Cheetor and his beast mode, I'm assuming probably his robot mode could be the same, of course, just the robot mode is different. Here we have the Wasp. For Waspinator, there is a box in the background, but there is some more pictures. And a little bit, there is a collector card. It's Black Arachnia. If you didn't already see that one, if you flip it open, is Black Arachnia in robot mode with a really cool spear. Um, and I think he looks pretty good. I'm not sure how accurate he is to a wasp. I've, of course, seen a wasp before. I can't remember if there is actually 3 legs on each side, which would be a total of 6 legs. I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate. I'm not a very big, bug, geek. Of course, I'm a Transformer geek, but I don't know if it's 100% accurate. Honestly, if it's actually 2 legs or 4 legs, I don't care, for each side. I don't care because it looks really cool colors. I'm hoping the head sculpt has, or the head, the wasp head has some articulation. That would be nice if you could rotate it, but I'm not too sure. I know the wings you can, because of course that's a ball joint. You can tell that right there. I'm assuming probably these legs on each side are probably ball joints. I would expect. And the big stinger is probably made out of his gun. And there is his gun or his stinger right there. I don't like his gun that much because you would expect there to be some sort of blade or point, that would like flip out of there. Like you could, this is the when he's, when the wasp is not trying to sting someone, and it's you could fold it in and have it like this. And if it's, if wasp entered his wasp mode and he wants to attack a maximal, you could bring the stinger out and it could try and sting the maximal. So I could be there could be a stinger in there folded inside that gun, but I don't think there is because I've seen a few pictures and a short review. But I saw that a long time ago. Can't remember. But I hope there is. I don't think there is. But overall, the robot mode looks pretty good. Head sculpt looks amazing. I really like that. Lots of details on there. And the wings look pretty good. Not sure. I'm pretty sure typically in the Beast Wars show, Waspinator had these folded down on his back, but of course you can have them up whenever he's flying. I probably will position them down because then they won't stick out and they could get caught in something if you have them sticking up or could break. So yeah, but if I ever want to pose it, I will probably have them up. But here he is in the packaging. He has 1 leg on each arm and 2 on each leg. 2 little insect legs on each leg. So that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Very cool figure. I do worry about the storage for the legs, the insect legs, because there's 1 on each arm and 2 on each leg. That's good and all. It's just I hope they don't get too cluttery and in the way and get caught on something. Also, I am slightly concerned about the insect, bug, stinger piece there. I'm not sure if that's going to like fold in his back or something. There's really no picture of his back. In this, it just kind of, hangs down. I would hope they could find some better storage, like that could be the little backpack for him. I'm not too sure. There's no picture of his back, but very cool figure. I don't have any Waspinator, so this is very exciting to get. And yeah, there's just the Wasp again. Just going over the pictures and Black Reckoning card. And here's the back. It transforms into 20 steps. And actually now I can confirm, if you can see the gun there is no stinger or anything, which is kind of a letdown. That doesn't really make any sense. It's Wasp. They have a stinger. That's like their main thing, besides flying, of course. The wings do look pretty good, by the way, and the head sculpt looks amazing. All those little individual kind of eyes, because if you've heard wasps and bugs, they have like thousands of eyes on their head, so that does look really cool. Probably has some texture to it. I can probably already tell. Hopefully the mouth would open. That'd be kind of cool. The little pinchers. But yeah, that is kind of a letdown. No stinger in there. That really doesn't make any sense because in the show, going back to the Beast Wars show, he had like a harpoon gun. So honestly, I would be okay if they just had this piece be, for his, his little insect sack thing on the Wasp, and they could give him the harpoon gun for the robot mode. I'd be okay with that. But they didn't even give the harpoon gun, and they really just kind of dropped the ball on the Stinger, because the Stinger really, I think that main purpose would really be for the Wasp mode, but it would be pretty cool for the robot mode, because you could use your imagination. It could be like a stun gun, or you could zap them or something like that. But 20 steps, that's pretty good. But yeah, sometimes Hasbro, they're like, they don't really think, like, it's Wasp. It's got to have a stinger, But yeah, as I said before, you can't angle the wings down. it's doing it. The figure's doing it right there. They're angled down. And there's another picture of the box, and again, this person did not show the side, but you can see the arm. It's probably flying because the wings are there up higher. But yeah, really cool picture of the wasp. I think that's it. Final thoughts, they do look really, really cool. Looking forward to both of them. A little bit disappointment on the no stinger for the gun. Now it's kind of just like a piece that he's holding, not really sure what that would be. I guess you can use your imagination and say it's a gun. It doesn't really look like a gun. Really just kind of looks like a filler piece. Just kind of put off to the side. But of course, he does have the advantage of flight, so who says he needs a weapon? Shadow Panther looks pretty good, just worried about that head. Hopefully, it'll be fine. And I think that's it. So I'll see you next time.